Wait, hold on, Steven.
It's here where you're coming from, Precious, but
We're just wasting our time.
I feel so pressured right now.
What's up, everyone? This is Under the Radar, the podcast where we dive into issues, challenges, and perspectives that matter most to senior high school students today. No filters, no fluff, just real talk. I am your host, Precious Grace Joseph, and we're so excited to kick things off with you all.
That's right, I'm Hashidea Flores, and we're diving deep into the topics that fly under the radar. Stuffs that it's affecting us in any ways you might not even realize. From school stress to social drama, we're covering it all.
and I'm Steven L. Alnavotas. If you think high school life is all about textbooks and exams, think again. We're talking about the real pressures, the mental battles, and the big decisions. We're exploring it all, straight from the perspective of the students living in it.
Every episode will be having honest conversations, sharing real stories, and uncovering truths that are often under the radar.
So whether you're in senior high yourself, a parent just trying to really understand what we're going through, or just curious about the truth behind the school hallways, this is the podcast for you.
Let's get started. And remember, we're diving deep, and nothing's off limits. Under the radar style, let's do this.
So guys, how's life for you recently? Because for me, it's been a lot. All these tests, these daily quizzes, these activities and PITs and projects, it's giving stress and pressure. How about you?
Tell me about it. It feels like we're just caught up in this endless cycle of assignments and exams.
Yeah.
Some days, I wonder if it's even worth it. You know, senior high school feels like a big blur of stress with no real payoff.
Yes, exactly.
I honestly question if it's really doing anything to prepare us for the future.
I can see where you're coming from, Precious, but I don't think it's a waste of time at all. Senior high is actually the most important stage in our life in figuring out things what we want to do in our future. These 2 extra years are basically we're thinking seriously about which path should we take in the future, whether it's college or work. Without senior high school, you wouldn't even know where to start.
Wait, hold on, Steven. I get that we're supposed to figure things out, but the system feels so flawed. You know, we're overloaded with subjects that don't even seem to matter. How is it really preparing us if we're just being buried under stress, under pressure, with no practical direction? I honestly think that we're just wasting our time.
Okay, guys, I hear you both. Just calm down because now we're starting our podcast. It's just a startup, guys. Anyways, about that, senior high school has a big part of our educational system for a while now. If I'm not mistaken, it's over 8 to 9 years exactly in service already. And senior high school, as we all know, grades 11 and 12 was added by the law to the country's basic education curriculum in 2013, and it is by enhancing the employability and the readiness of high school graduates rather, to go to college, to pursue college or universities, or just pursue in employment in the workforce. So if I'm not mistaken, the implementation of the senior high school is in 2015. Yeah, right. So, but for me, the implementation is kind of odd. Is it really living the expectations of many? Because I've been thinking about the purpose of senior high school. Is it really preparing us? Is it beneficial, or it's just a waste of time. What's your opinion about it, guys?
Yeah, I definitely think it's preparing us. It gives the students the chance to specialize in fields they're interested in, whether it's STEM, ABM, or TVL. I get that senior high school can be stressful, but I think it's preparing us in the future, or in ways we might not even realize yet. Ah, whether we plan to work right after or go to college. But I think the purpose of senior high school is really, really important. It's meant to help us specialize and figure out things what we want to do in future, whether that's continuing, right? So yeah, I believe it's worth it if we make time for it. So I have a question. If senior high school didn't exist, wouldn't students face even more pressure transitioning from junior high to college or to work?
I think for me, it's no, it's not really. There's a hard time, but for some, I think it's not because like my mother or my parents or the people I know back then that were successful today, they didn't have the senior high school back then. They didn't have the preparation we have today, but now they're successful and they're in good shape, and they can even compete globally today. So I think it depends on the person. It depends on the student, I think.
Yeah, you have a great point right there. And to go back to that question, what I'm trying to emphasize is that it has been 9 years. Yes, 9 years since K to 12 was rolled out, with the idea that adding 2 more years will better prepare students for work, college, or even entrepreneurship. But in reality, I truly believe that the system has not fully delivered on its promises. For example, let's take the premise of producing job-ready graduates. Sounds great, right? But a study from Philippine Business for Education found that only 20%, let me repeat that, 20% of companies are even willing to hire senior high school graduates. And most of those jobs are blue-collared or entry-level positions. And so it's just so confusing because after 2 years of schooling, what are we really prepared for? It nothing much if we're being honest. And let's look at the number. 83% of senior high school graduates choose to pursue higher education. Why? Because a high school diploma does not um does not hold that much weight for most employers. And without that college degree, many of senior high school graduates will be stuck on the same entry level positions with no chance to grow. So, what does that mean if you may ask? These 2 additional years are not doing anything to make us any more employable.
Yes. Anyways, there's also an article from Philstar that states that many of the senior high students that expected to graduate last academic year 2023 to 2024, they mostly realize that there's nothing has changed in the added 2 years of senior high school or the high school under the K to 12 law by or rather or the Enhanced Basic Education Act. After spending 2 years additional for high school, they realized that they found little value of what makes or help make a difference in their 2 years of high school. It's just in other students as well, to those students that want to enroll in universities or college, they found no significant improved aptitude for their tertiary education for like 4 years or more years for college or something like that. So yeah, what's your take?
Thank you both for sharing all your thoughts, and I get all your points, but I think senior high school is has a lot of value, you know? Sure, it's not perfect, but studies like from PIDS show that some employers weren't fully convinced about hiring senior high school graduates yet. But that doesn't mean the program is useless or it's considered as a waste of time. As for the 83% who choose college you mentioned, I think that's a positive sign. It shows that senior high school is preparing students for higher education, making the transition smoother and helping them um, explore their interests more deeply. Those 2 extra years are not really wasted. They give us time to mature and make better career decisions. It's not just about all academics. It's all about growing, learning time management, and being more prepared for the next steps. Also, senior high school give us time to focus on specific tracks, which help us figure out what we're good at and what we want to do about it in the future.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Even I get where you're coming from, but I have to disagree. I understand that you see senior high school as a chance to specialize and prepare for college or work. But the reality is the system isn't just delivering on its promises. Yeah, sure we get to focus on tracks like STEM, ABM, EVL, gas, news, and more. But what skills are they actually trying to teach us?
As we all know, though, senior high school is designed to help students develop skills they need for both college and work. It tracks like STEM, ABM, TVL, and arts and design. Students on areas they're interested in and get practical experiences in those fields. It covers core skills like communication, critical thinking, and math, which lay a strong foundation for that and for whatever the path they choose. Depending on the track, students also get to focus on more specialized skills, whether it's analytical thinking in the academic track, practical job skills in TBL, creative abilities in arts and design, or fitness knowledge in sports track. Whether students decide to go to college or start working, senior high school help them figure out what they want to do and gives them the time and skills to do it. Overall, senior high school is there to help students prepare for the future by teaching both practical skills and academic skills. It's a big step in making sure students are ready for whatever comes next, whether that's going to college or starting a career. So, isn't senior high school a great way to help students get ready for the future?
To push back on that, you mentioned skills such as um, communication,
Yes.
critical thinking, math. Those are definitely important. But let's take a look at the bigger picture here. K-12 program was supposed to prepare us for the future, and that includes skills that go beyond just academics. So, for instance, what about practical life skills such as carpentry, which is something that could actually help a lot of students find work right after, right? Or how about learning how to manage finances? That's a great one. Like opening a bank account or and budgeting. These are things that senior high school could be teaching us, but they're not getting enough attention or focus in the curriculum. So where are those skills that should be taught in the senior high school? And let's talk about global skills. How about knowing how to travel abroad or
Yeah.
understanding global cultures
Yes.
or even handling basic legal matters? These skills are essential in today's world, especially to students who might not have the opportunity to go to college or those students who want to start their own business. So what I'm trying to say is there's really a flaw in this curriculum. And sure, there are academic skills like math and communication, but where are the real life skills that will truly help us navigate the world, whether we are looking for a job or we're just trying to make our way as an entrepreneurship? And here's the bigger issue. Many of us feel this huge pressure to excel academically and choose the right track, don't we? And, and this pressure is only increasing, especially with the additional 2 years of schooling. And it's like we're constantly expected to reach higher and higher standards, but for what? Yes, exactly. This It's like and this pressure is not only even affecting our grades, it's also affecting our mental health.
Yes.
we're we're caught up in this cycle of endless schoolworks, endless exams, and even career decisions. But the real life and practical skills that will truly help us succeed, where are these? So in the end, what's the use of all this stress if we're not getting the skills that matter the most? Indeed.
Let me think. So yeah, I get what you're saying, and I agree that there are definitely some areas that senior high school program needs to improve, right? But I also think there's a lot that senior high school does offer, even if it doesn't seem clear at first. But well, practical skills like carpentry and managing finances, right, those are important. Senior high school focuses on giving us a strong academic foundation that help us in many ways, even beyond just school, right? For example, while we might not be learning carpentry, the TVL track offers skills like ICT, culinary arts, and other jobs specific skills that can get us hired right after graduation. Plus, subjects like communication, critical thinking, and problem solving, si- like subjects without may seem abstract, but they're actually super useful no matter what they are. No matter what career we choose, whether it's business, college, or starting our own thing, I know that pressure can be tough, but those extra 2 years are meant to help us figure out what path should we take more clearly. We get to try different things, explore various fields, and make better decisions. Um, Even if it feels stressful now, the goal of senior high school is to prepare us for whatever's next, whether that's work or further studies, and to give us the skills we need to succeed in the real world.
But wait, guys, I have a question for you. For me personally, I'm in the STEM strand right now. We're in STEM, but as you mentioned, carpentry and financial like that. So for me, I have doubts if what I'm going to get in my college. So what course I will be getting. So um is it I feel sometimes I feel pressured, okay, because some
Don't know
yeah
what track you are going to
yeah
to go.
I feel like I'm in the STEM strand, but what if I want to be a teacher, or what if I want to be a police, like that, like okay, I'm getting the STEM strand because I want to be a nurse, but that's my previous decision of what I'm going to college. But right now, like, I'm so doubtful of what will I'll be getting in college. So, like, it's really hard. I feel like I'm pressured right now, so I just want to share that.
Seems like senior high school is just giving us more stress, more confused and uncertain.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it really supposed to do?
Yes. I just want to share it because I feel so pressured right now of
Yep.
my future, something like that. And I don't think that's why lately I've been thinking the purpose of senior high school, is it really preparing us or just, I don't know.
Sure, sure.
Honestly, I still think that the extra 2 years in senior high school still feels like a huge waste of time for many of us. Just think about it. If we didn't have to go through those additional years, we would be in second year college right now, which means we're being much closer to graduating. And just think, about how much relief that could give us, especially knowing how much pressure is already piling up. And let's not forget, there are students from previous years who didn't have to go through these additional years, and they're in good shape right now. Most of them are already working or are in good shape with their college degree. They did not need those extra years to figure out what track they want to pursue in the future. So they jump straight to the next phase of their lives and they're getting ahead.
Yeah, exactly. As I've mentioned earlier, my parents were people that I know that is successful now. Even if they don't have the preparation as we have today, they really they had a successful life and they're in good shape. Just I don't know, is it really a waste of time?
Exactly right. But us, those 2 extra years could have been spent gaining actual college level knowledge, skills, and experiences. But instead, we're stuck in this cycle of trying to specialize, trying to figure out what we're supposed to do next. But sure, senior high school might offer some job specific skills, but here's the reality. Those 2 years could have been spent building the foundation for skills that we actually need, which is college level skills that will help us navigate the world. So, what I'm trying to say is that is this 2 additional years really worth it? Or for me, because for me, it's just really a waste of time. It's not just frustrating, guys. It's also financially draining for our parents. Our parents are providing for those 2 extra years of school, but the return on investment isn't just there. A survey from Senator Sherwin Gatchalian showed that 42% of families were dissatisfied of senior high school program, mainly because of its added financial strain without clear benefits.
Yeah, with the additional 2 years of education, parents will have to provide more money for tuition, transportation, and allowances, and many other financial responsibilities. And majority of the Filipinos are having a hard time in providing budget for the primary needs of their families. And this can only create a problem for those parents who can't afford high tuition fees for that seemingly increasing year after year.
So, Stephen, while I get that senior high school might offer some benefits, let's not forget to acknowledge that for some, it is not just delivering on its promises. We need a system that would actually help us learn practical skills that we can use in the real world situations. We need something that would help us be prepared for work or even for college or even as an entrepreneur.
Oh, guys, okay. Oh, I get all your points, right? Yet, senior high school has its benefits too. It gives us time to explore our strengths and figure out what we're good at and build useful skills for both college and work. I won't deny the stress and financial challenges you mentioned, but those are actually real. But things like scholarships, financial aid, or better support systems can help ease the burden. Plus, senior high school isn't just about academics. It's about building confidence, independence, and skills like time management and teamwork.
Yeah. I have also a realization today because senior high school today, I think it's also a relevant idea to put senior high school today because um, um, in the previous years during that our like mother time, our like yeah about that they don't have the advancement of
Oh,
technologies rather back
technology.
yeah
Oh,
back
yes,
then.
I get.
So if I'm going to think about it now, it is better that we have senior high school because if we transition to college today, as Precious mentioned earlier, that we are second year college, supposedly second year college this year, yeah. So I think that because of the advancement of technological high tech today, we will just depend on it or like just lean on it, and we don't have any improvement in ourselves, in our intelligence, in our own. So I think it's maybe,
Some benefits.
yeah, there's some benefit, yeah,
Oh yeah.
benefits in senior high school. So you proceed. Sorry.
I get you. I get you. I get all your concerns, and it's true that senior high school hasn't been perfect for everyone, you know. But I think it's important to look at the bigger picture here. Senior high school wasn't designed to fix all the problems in your education overnight. It's a stepping stone. Those 2 years give students more time to develop skills and maybe to mature them and explore their career options. There are various tracks there to provide a starting point. And while some, employers might still prefer college graduates, that doesn't mean senior high school has no value. The focus should be on
Yeah.
improving our schools, connect with industries to better prepare students for specific job demands. As to what Gatchalan stated, the additional 2 years in high school were just an added financial burden to the parents. To answer that, I won't deny that it's a challenge. It's a long-term benefit. Senior high school helps students transition more smoothly into college or work. And while it might not guarantee a high-paying job immediately, um,
Yeah.
it builds a stronger foundation. Seeing it as a waste of time, no. We should focus on addressing the gaps, like providing internships or on-the-job training, like we have on our second sem right now, or later, maybe later. So students can graduate with both the knowledge and experience employers are looking for.
Well, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah. While not everyone sees instant results, those extra years can still make a big difference in the long run. Whether it's gaining confidence, learning practical skills, or simply
Yeah.
having more time to decide on a career path.
Yeah.
Senior high school gives students opportunities they wouldn't have otherwise. With those big improvements or small improvements, senior high school can truly fulfill the purpose, equipping students with the skills, knowledge, and opportunities they need to succeed in whichever path they choose. Whether that's further education, joining the workforce, or starting their own ventures.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, guys.
Hmm.
Thank you very much for that wonderful and interesting, engaging talk we have today. Wow,
Ah,
this conversation is truly a very intriguing discussion.
stuff.
We've tackled a lot of informative discussion today about senior high school realities. Is it really a preparation or it's just a waste of time? So we have tackled today about its true meaning behind this program, and also how this can be a waste of time, and especially for some points that we need to consider for senior high school, such as the job readiness, or for a better choices, career choices rather, skills, academic pressure. Why is it a waste of time to others or some, and its cause of financial burden for students and its families or parents. And after all those, came up with the conclusion that the best solution for this is for the government to reassess the senior high school program.
That's actually a great point right there. After all, what we might need is not to pinpoint which is ugly, which is good about the senior high school program.
Yeah.
But instead, we must rather let the government reassess the curriculum for them to know where they could contribute for the betterment of not just us students, but because to think of it, a student is said to be the hope of the future. So there is a great potential that the future could also be improved.
Exactly, handling it with the proper curriculum and plans to reassure the senior high school's main goal. According to the DepEd of Paranaque, the senior high school or SHS curriculum as part of the K-12 program aims to produce graduates who have the following characteristics: holistically developed, equipped with 21st century skills,
such as learning and innovative skills, life and career skills, communication skills, and information media and technology skills, and to be prepared with the future in pursuit of higher education of middle level skills or geared towards employment or entrepreneurship, a product of consultations among the Department of Education or the DepEd, Commission on Higher Education or CHED, Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA, other government agencies and labor market partners. The senior high school curriculum was developed with the learner's livelihood and further education readiness in mind. It recognized the learner's needs, characteristics, and possible choices while also considering learners' community, culture, competencies, and career options. Hence, by establishing an effective senior high school, we are ensuring that the learners, one, benefit from an education system suited for the 21st century, and second, are prepared for what they want to be after high school, and third, are equipped with the knowledge and skills to pursue better lives for themselves, their families, and communities.
So guys, to sum it all up, while we know there are challenges with senior high school, we can't forget the good about it and the good it does. It helps prepare students for real life jobs and teaches useful skills and give them options for both work and further education. With some improvements, senior high school can be a strong foundation for helping students succeed in the future. After hearing all the points we've discussed, here's a thought. Do you truly believe that senior high school program is giving the students the tools they need to succeed in the real world? Or are we simply preparing them for a future that might not even exist yet? What do you think that needs to be changed to make sure no one gets left behind? Comment your thoughts down below.
Once again, this is Under the Radar. See you in our next episode. Adios!
Their style. Let's do this.
So, Steven,
Chuck. Ah!
ano? Sorry. Guys, bay, anong nangyayari sa akin?